Well, it's Monday, the 2nd of February, and I've been 50 for a few days now. Actually, turned 50 on Friday, so I had an absolutely brilliant weekend just with my family. So, mum and dad came, brother came, and his wife, obviously, my wife and son. We just did a bit of celebration, nothing too over the top, just a nice restaurant, nice meal. Lovely just to chat and to talk about the life we've had, and my parents still talking about the day that I arrived, which is always sweet. And for any parent, I'm sure you never forget the amazing moment when your kids arrive. So we had some really nice fun. I've also been doing a huge amount of running. So Thursday all the way through to yesterday, actually Sunday, did some good runs. Thursday I did a 10k run, did that in about 46 minutes. Felt very comfortable. Friday did a very early run, 6 kilometers, just helped somebody get a new PB, even though it was very windy, very gusty actually, and the finish was all wind against, which is never nice. Saturday did a 15k run, and that was at a good pace. It wasn't quite as quick as 46 minutes for the 10k, but again the conditions were very gusty, a lot of wind against. And then yesterday I did about 18 kilometres, so did a 11.5 kilometre run. We did that in about 52, 53 minutes, which was really nice. And then I did a slower 6k with one of the other runners. Did that in about 30 minutes. So I've turned 50, and it is a great time to reflect on what next. And for a while I've been saying that mentally and physically I don't feel like I'm slowing down. Now, clearly I am getting older. You can see that in photos when I was 20, 30 compared to now, but I still feel very healthy. And there's a few things for me. I want to maintain the momentum of my fitness, but my fitness has always been about balance. So as you know, I've exercised every day for years and years, and running is a key part of my life. But I do feel with this marathon training, I think I'm going to be doing 80 or 90 kilometers this week. It is moving it from enjoyable exercise to feeling like a bit of a chore, which is fine because the marathon is going to be a challenge, but I don't want to lose the fun of running. I want to have functional fitness, and a marathon feels like it's tipping over that balance. I feel like a 10k, if you can run a good 10k, let's say 45, sub 40, 10k, I think that feels the right balance of exercise. You've got endurance, you've got strength, but you're not running and running and running and running, which is what it feels like at this moment in time. And also with a 10k, I do want to start, I know I talk about this a lot, I do want to start lifting weights. I've still got, maybe at some stage I'll show you, I've still got a very strong physique, even though I do no weights, very lean. Although I will say that you can see my lower abs coming through now with the amount of running that I'm doing, and just losing a little bit of body fat. Also, I've got a lot that I want to achieve in work. I don't feel like I'm anywhere near slowing down. I feel there's a lot that I still want to achieve. Could I have achieved more by this age? I've beat myself up quite a bit. I've been an MD of various companies for a number of years now, but I don't know. I just feel I should have done more by this stage, but there's still plenty of time to do that. But I also want to start, as well as showing that I'm a great role model for my son, I also want to start thinking about setting him up to have his own legacy. So ensuring that he's independently wealthy, or I give him a head start, so that not too much of a head start, but give him something to help him, because I do think at this moment in time now, it is so hard for younger people to get on the property ladder or chase the dreams just because of the state of the economy, although I digress a bit. So I want to do everything I can to support my son. I think the biggest part of that is actually showing him how to be a good role model, to work hard, to be regimented, and to use the phrase that Jocko Willing talks about all the time, which is discipline is freedom, which is so true. If you're disciplined with yourself, then it reduces a hell of a lot of stress in your life. So I want to stay fit, I want to stay strong, I want to keep working hard, I want my son and my wife to be exceptionally proud of me. As I say, I don't feel that I'm slowing down in any way, shape or form. And it's going to be a good way, really, with these videos to diarise what changes I do go through in my 50s. But, you know, touch wood, so far feel absolutely fantastic. Again, it would be great to hear from other people in their 50s. You got any advice that you could give me? Or if you've done any adjustments to your training, why did you do them? What benefits did you get from them? And how do you maximise, you know, squeeze everything out of your short time here on the planet? Anyway, I wish you all a fabulous Monday and speak soon.